win.
You can't put. Nobody can defend against that. That's not Clint. That's us collectively. And frankly, he bailed us out at times. When there's situations where our guards can't get back in front of the ball, for whatever reason, the possession that occurs, Clint's got to switch onto the ball and handle that. And then got cutters and people on the rim. So a lot of it, our ability to stay in front of the ball and to do that collectively. It's not just the guy on the ball that's got to be better, where they're not straight line drives. It's, the other guys that have to have an awareness to, take up space and make them see bodies and not see those driving lanes, and have awareness of cutters. When you're doing that, there's going to be cutters, and you have to take on cutters. So it's an accumulation of things throughout a possession, and then all of a sudden, you're asking somebody that's down there, whether it's Clint or O or JJ, whomever, to try to make a play that's a really difficult play to make. So I don't attribute that to, our rim protection as much as I do to things that are happening to allow them to get in that area.
So, Coach, you touched on the points in the paint. In the 3 meetings we played against Indiana, they've shot above 70% at the rim. So do you feel like that's something to do with the way they attack our defense, or could you speak to?
Yeah, they drive you, and they're pretty relentless with that. If one guy can't drive, they're trying to move you, and then the next guy's driving you. So it requires you to really defend throughout the entire possession. And when they drive it from multiple positions, you're in a lot of help situations, and you got to recover. But that's the game. That's the game. And we just got to do it. That gets back to execution, whether it's staying in front of the ball, whether it's pick and roll defense. We didn't want to get up and get too aggressive on pick and roll because that opens things up. And then we adjusted and did more of that as the game progressed to try to impact the ball that way. But then someone's in a closeout situation, and you end up with a similar situation as far as it comes down to, 5 guys defending and not allowing the ball to get that deep. Because when it does, it's very difficult no matter who you're playing against and no matter who's defending. The ball gets in that situation, good things are generally not going to happen.
I know Trey's been dealing with some bumps and bruises, and I know you guys don't like to look for excuses, but he's kind of been in a little bit of a slump over the last few games or so. I'm curious if that shoulder has been bothering him a little bit, or maybe that little tumble that he had in the first half.
I know, they're very physical, particularly with him. And, he was here, 3-4 hours early getting treatment, getting ready to play, and he's a gamer. I mean, he posts for every game, and I know when he came out, he obviously got hit again. I haven't had a chance to talk to our performance people, but he's been banged up and he's been playing through it. And tonight was a tough game.
Coach, for you guys, I know that you want to let this one digest a little bit, but we are on a back-to-back. You've got the Wizards tomorrow. What kind of response are you looking for your team tomorrow?
Yeah, this is one of the things about this league. With 82 games, you do get the opportunity to bounce back, and you don't have to sit in a game like this, for a week. So we need to bounce back and be ready to go tomorrow, and do whatever we need to do really mentally to be in that place. Okay.